5. Okay, we got NAB 2026 Day 2 market. All right, everybody, welcome back to Gotham Sound's coverage of NAB 2026. We're at the beginning of Day 2, and just so you know, this part of wherever the heck we are, the convention center, has the worst cell service possible. So if there are any breakups on the stream, we apologize. This will be re-uploaded later at another date. As always, we're live. Leave your comments in the chat. If you're watching during the NAB convention, we will read them. And right now, we're joined by Benedict from Ambient. Thank you so much for having us. Come by. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. Thank you. Also, Benedict saved our butts. We had left the SD card that we downloaded from last night in another pair of pants. So, so Benedict saved us with an SD card.
Very welcome.
Anyway, thank you. Benedict, what are you showing off today?
I want to first show you the Locket Bluetooth. We had already a great deep dive with you guys together, so thank you for that. And I just want to show quickly, the Locket Bluetooth is now on sale, and the good thing is it has all the classical functions of the Locket, adding Bluetooth. And what you can do is obviously connect an app and control the whole unit of it. And the other thing is you can see now in the ACN radar all the other clients of the ACN, which also means that you can also see the older Lockets like the classical 204, which are still a lot of use. So, and it's available for iOS and Android, so it's both.
So your older Lockets don't become obsolete; they just get an upgrade.
You can. I mean, we have a lot of clients still using that. I mean, it's a good Locket.
Yeah,
it stays.
Great.
So, and another thing, if we are in the Locket area, is maybe you hear it with the iPhone 17. You can now have timecode and sync on the phone, which simply means if you have this Blackmagic thing here, connecting to the iPhone, and then you can have the sync signal, the Genlog, and the timecode on your iPhone, and you can use it for virtual production or something because it's synced.
And that's you use that with the Blackmagic app, is that right?
And it's also usable with the Final Cut app from Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, both work.
So the hardware works with a bunch of different software.
Yeah, yeah. And for timecode only, you can just use the Locket and a USB-C cable, just a dumb, normal USB-C cable, or with the Nano Locket, it's the micro USB-C. So very, very easy now these days.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. And then what else? There's so much stuff on this table.
Yeah, that's true. The one thing I also want to show you is our boom cases. They're very robust. So we had a very robust tube in there. You can step on this. And it's so big that it will fit in the boom with the internal cable and the side outlet, and also including our quick locks because of the length. So we have now a good place where you can store your booms, and it's available in different sizes. Obviously.
And those have been available for a little bit now. And the nice, I mean, compared to the old boom cases, which were just a giant piece of black plastic, this is having the handles is great.
Yeah, having a handle and and then I want to show you our counterweight. It's 500 grams.
Okay.
And
it's pretty heavy. Get my finger exercises in.
A lot of people ask for this many times. So you just take off the rubber of any QP5 or QP4. It's works with both. Just screw it on the back, and you can stack them. So if you have a longer boom or have more weight in the front, really depending, you can have as much as you want, and you're ready to go. And
there you go. And that does really balance it out. A lot of people really like that, especially when they're using like a boom rig. Because they've got that fulcrum in the middle.
So this is the main use case. And we put this thread in there. Just just in case you want to have your boom
On a stand.
on a stand.
Very cool.
It's just a small thing. And the last thing I want to show you or give you a sneak preview is our new Hydraphone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the SF2 Mark II.
Uh-huh.
It will be released in a few weeks, and it has 60 dB more than the older version.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but the rest is the same, yeah, as we have it before.
Very cool. All right. So just somebody asked how much the Locket Bluetooth costs. I know that we've sold them. They're available on our website. Go to gothamsound.com to get the exact price in US dollars.
Gotham obviously has the best price.
Everybody's got the best price, but it's on our website. It's available. And then somebody asked, Paul Katzman asked, can you steal that counterweight and mail it to me? I need it tomorrow.
You can come tonight if you are in Vegas, because we will raffle one.
Oh.
So there's a mixer going on tonight. So
okay.
come by. You can win one.
Yeah, Paul, just fly in.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not for a counterweight?
Why not? Perfect. And Benedict, thank you as always. Thank you for the SD card. Thank you for taking the time to have us by and letting us use your slate.
Yeah. See you next time.
All right. See you soon.
Have a good show.
All right. So we're with the Redding family. So the next up is Daniele from Viviana.
Hi guys.
We all know him. What's going on, Daniele? How are you?
Very, very well. Thank you very much to be here again this year. And today, this year we are going to introduce a lot of new, interesting and unique products on the market. I would like to start introducing the new Viviana Pebble. That basically it is the first body wave antenna for radio mics. You know, when you use a transmitter on the body itself absorbs a lot of RF energy. The Pebble solves this problem in a clever and a very easy way. So basically, the back part is always to face the body. Okay. Inside the back part, there is a ground plane that separates completely the antenna from the body. So this avoids body absorption. And in the front part, there is the body wave technology that basically spread the RF signal all around the body. Avoiding body blocking, so it will increase RF performance a lot.
Okay. So would this go how would you mount this to somebody?
So you will mount this using a cable like this.
Yeah.
Then, of course, for example, you can just use one Viviana straps, and you can put transmitter inside the pouch like this. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Pebble, the back part, remember, has to face the body, and you can put inside one of the cable pouch of the Viviana straps.
Got it. So
like
it's small
that.
enough to be able to do that. So you don't need a double
and
pouch.
then you can see that it's going to be super low profile.
And yet then you don't have an antenna sticking up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can use these on waist, on ankle, on thigh, and even on the shoulder. I mean, you can place the Pebble wherever you need to place it. And I really care to say that the Pebble has been made by, designed by Raycom in UK. And I would like to show you also, they have done tests into an anechoic chamber in Cambridge, UK. So here, for example, you can see the comparison that there is between RF energy between the Pebble and the whip antenna. So you can see how stronger is the RF energy.
So it seems like it's about
Pebble,
double.
And this is the whip antenna. And that's great. It's quite new things.
Absolutely. So is it available now, or what's the?
It is available now. The first range goes from 590 to 630.
Okay.
And we are going to make a different frequencies range over the time.
Okay, so they're frequency range specific. There's
Yes.
not like a wideband version
No,
of it.
yeah, they are frequencies range. You know, the antenna is attuned, so it's like, and that's it.
Okay. Do you have a sense of when that's available and how much
It's
it'll
available. It will be available from the 1st of May.
be? Okay, got it. In the U.S. or
In
shipping
the US,
from Italy?
shipping from Italy.
Okay.
Just waiting for rating
Customs
the order. Yeah, but they are in stock already. So we
Very
can ship.
cool.
Thank
All
you.
right, great. Well, so that's the Pebble, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff on the table. And forgive me, let me just we've got a lot of people at Reading. There's a big Reading family, and so we have to share microphones. So let me just give Benedict a quick. Oh, there we go. Let me grab that. Thank you. I've got Benedict's mic. Hey, Scott. Anyway. So Scott is going to get himself mic'd up for the next thing. But what else do you have here? Because there's a lot of stuff and there's some new things that we
Absolutely.
haven't seen.
Another great and unique device that we are introducing this year is the new Viviana Cloud Box 2.0. That basically is the unique device that together with some devices, 8 series, including 833, 888 and Scorpio, will give you the possibility to instant upload audio files straight from set into your favorite cloud storage service. And it's really, really unique. We are happy that we finally have this collaboration with some devices. And using the app, you will have the possibility also, for example, to create a project and set up different backup processes that the Viviana Cloud Box will run at the same time. So, for example, you can decide to upload a raw file into your personal NAS, but at the same time you can say to the Viviana Cloud Box to upload WAV file that has been converted into MP3 file, into Google Drive. At the same time, you can just copy raw files into an external SSD that is plugged into the Viviana Cloud Box. I mean, it's plenty of new features. And the Viviana Cloud app is going also to provide a checksum MD5 file. So you can always compare source size and destination size. And I think that another great thing is with some devices. For example, if you uploaded already a file, and then you realize that you have to change the metadata, you can do it. And then if you go,
Sure.
we can go.
Let's go over.
So basically, let's say that you have to change some metadata of this take. You see here that there is the number 8 is upload via Viviana Cloud. Now you cannot select it, but as soon as you will change, let's say that we change this to 9, take 29, okay? We confirm, and now you will be able to upload the new file with the new metadata into the cloud.
And so this is connected via USB.
Yes, the Viviana Cloud Box is connected via USB-A from the sound devices into the Viviana Cloud Box with a USB-C. The box is completely made by Ambient. It has got Wi-Fi 6 display and the internal SSD.
How big is the SSD on it?
The internal one now is 128 gigabyte, but I think that we will introduce from 256 gigabytes.
I see. I didn't realize that this was going to have direct interaction with the 8 series. I thought you had to, either take the card out and put it in, which you can still do.
No, instead it has got a direct interaction. You can see here also the VC2, because basically the sound devices see the VC2, the Viviana Cloud, as an external drive. So as soon as you will push stop, the files goes inside here, and it will start uploading the files in the background. So you can go ahead recording new takes without having to stop and.
That's kind of the ultimate backup and live dailies. Yeah, and you don't have to go into, because you have the integration, you don't have to go into the file transfer mode
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
anything like that.
You don't have to do it anymore with Sound Devices 8 series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, great. And this is available now or coming
From
soon?
Q4.
Q4. Okay,
Yeah.
so end of the year, end of this year, 2026. Fantastic. And I know you have a couple things over there. While you go, I'm going to just quickly ask Benedict a question that somebody had.
Okay.
So I will meet you over there.
Okay.
But give me just a second.
Yes.
Benedict, so we had one question come in. Is there going to be any kind of integration between the Lockets and Wizicom?
Oh yeah, we are already sent them the API,
Uh-huh.
and they responded and are working on this. Yeah, so there will be an integration with Visicom. Yes.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, of course. All right, Daniele, we're coming back. Thank you for that. Okay, so, and I know you have, so we've got the Pebble, we've got the Cloud, all of those things are coming soon, and then we've got a couple of other things here.
Yes, we are introducing also our Fur for Love beige color that we were missing this color.
Uh-huh.
And then our foam for love, super stretchy and super soft, made of premium foam, a universal concealer. And we are also into live shows, introducing all this pouch that needs to hold transmitter on instrument like trumpet and guitar strap. The unique thing about these straps is always our grip. That once the straps is on, you can see that it stays always in position. So this is very, very cool for performers. And that's it. This is all of what we are making now.
Great. So a couple of questions for you. Bradley Bowersox wants to know, when you when you change the metadata and re-upload a file, does it overwrite the previous file?
No, it doesn't overwrite. You will find a new file with at in front of everything. So you know that that is the updated file.
Got it. Okay. And then Kyle wants to know, does the current DRAM issue affect pricing?
Not only. Let's say that geopolitically crisis right now doesn't help with electronic components.
Yeah.
But we wait.
Well,
we try to figure out.
We've got until Q4, right? So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. This is also the reason why we are waiting a little bit.
See how things shake out. All right, brilliant.
Thank you.
Daniele, thank you so much. It's
thank
always
you very
great
much for
to see
time.
you. And let's find Scott, who's hiding behind Peter right now. Hey, Scott. Scotty. You ready? All right, there we go. All right, Daniele, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right, great. Well,
Here we are. We're going to walk over to Cable Techniques.
Great. I'll follow you. Yeah. Thank you. And that's going to Karen. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. Coordination abounds. All right, here we go. So
we finally introduced for real our 1/4 inch right angle low profile connectors and cables.
Great.
We have the TRS version, of course, the tip sleeve version, so we can cover everything pro audio and music and guitar and all the fun stuff that we do on our spare time, right?
Yeah.
Don't we all have pedal boards?
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, right
it came out really nice. It's we have, let's say, the TRS version and the tip sleeve with 2 different size caps, so we can go from the small thin cable as a 4mm outlet, and then the larger cap. Larger cap can do up to 6 mil, so your big Mogami or Kanar cable will fit in that. So that allows you to do cables like this, more patch cables for on the stage, or studio, and things like that.
And people love it for their carts. I mean, there's not a lot of 1/4 inch on pro audio carts, but sometimes it happens. And people love this.
where it benefits, like we make these adapters for recorders, so on your headphone input on your side of your recorder, so you can have a nice low profile thing to to a little socket.
To something else.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice. Yeah, as you can see here, the benefit of it, so when you got any kind of patch bays, anything with adjacent connections, it's still obviously very short, but the real benefit is when you got to put things adjacent on a patch bay or on any kind of, you know, console inputs or things like that, mixer inputs.
Something where you don't have a lot of space, for sure.
Yeah, and the good thing is you know, of course, they're available as raw connectors, and they're incredibly easy to put together, so nothing difficult or kludgy about them at all. It's nice how they come together. They're, you know, we got machine brass shells, the molded caps like before, and it works. And it's keyed. I don't know if you play with these yet, but there's a key in it, so it only fits one way, and it locks into place. Okay. And the caps are keyed as well, and you just use the little set screws like the XLRs. Right. Good to go. The compression, strain release is great. Everything fits together nicely. So they are available now. They are real. Yeah. Yeah. And of course, we offer an incredible amount of pre-made cables. So patch cables.
How do you get all those made? I mean, I know, like, you must just
we do it in-house.
No, I know. But
yeah, and it's kind of done by 2 people.
Wow.
So it's a lot, and we're always behind. But sorry, you want a good, quicker, or fast.
Good, fast, or cheap. Yeah, exactly. Can't have all 3.
We go.
Yep.
We go for that thing. So yeah, we're proud of the work that we do with our techs and things.
And
like
just
that.
to show off, like, this is not an easy cable to make, like that, you know, dual.
Yeah,
TA5.
these guys. So the TA5. So it's short. It's not a practical length. It's just a show. But you know, coming out of it was a DSR4 outputs, or the Wizzy has its 5 too, right?
Zaxxon, Wizzy. You know, a lot of the 4 channels have that now.
And we also make them with the TA3 males for the Canon and Blackmagic cameras that go directly to there. Yeah. So one little thing, sneaky thing we also introduced was a little 3.5 millimeter low pro connector. So.
There we go.
It's based the same design as we have with our locking one for Sony and Sennheiser, just without the locking collar. And the benefit is if you have anything with 3.5 millimeter connections that are adjacent, it's very nice to, without having the metal shank boot coming off, which is nice. So these are available as well.
Cool. Fantastic. So a couple of comments while we're here.
Okay.
So Paul Katzman says, hi.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, he says, hi, Scott, with an exclamation point, and that the right angle 1/4 inch is incredible. Kyle says, those look great. John Mendel Sound says, best cables ever. So I just wanted to give you the love.
Yes.
And then Saeed Cisneros asks if those are mic flags from Cable Techniques, and that's another brand that you carry.
It's actually under Eastwind. Which we've had I can mention it now. We're talking about it. Yeah. We've had the square and the triangle ones. What we've done though is by popular demand, meaning the networks who've bought them for years, we shrunk the height of the triangle, so it's the classic size now. Which now it has a flat bottom. I see. Which actually works really nice. So, the Golf Channel and NBC Sports are now you can see them. You can see the flat on there, and it actually looks really nice.
Okay. Great. So that's Eastwind Audio brand, still part of the Redding family. I mean, that's one of your in-house
brands. That's our
brands,
brand too,
right?
yeah. So
in-house.
Correct.
Right. All right. So now let's go to the imports.
Yes. The imports.
Great. The imports from France.
Yeah. So Antoine couldn't be with us this year, so we miss him. Hi, Antoine, if you're watching. Just over the last year, he introduced these combining cables. Passive ones and active ones. So I don't have the Dyad, the DYAD, but I do have the Triad version. So these are just passive cables that are together. There's no SM bus telemetry being so this is for basic stuff. So you can get, you know, a double, a triple with caps. You can have the TA4 connection. So a number of things just for basic things where you want to combine them. Yeah. So really easy. TA4, Hiroshi, or XLR4 on this end. So Dyad and Triad. Okay. No telemetry.
No telemetry.
But if you want telemetry, that's where you go to the BCC. Okay.
Blind carbon copy. Got it.
Yes. So these are active SM bus merging cables. So whether you're using 2 batteries, 3 batteries, we'll talk about the USB-C thing in a second, but it sees it's doing active combining, so it sees it as one battery. So, which is nice.
So it's almost like, because I have a Trio here,
Yes.
so it's almost doing the kind of a similar work with a Trio
Yes.
to calculate the amount of time you have left.
Exactly.
Got it.
In here. And then what's nice about this, which we also have a dedicated cable, again, TA4, Hiroshi, or XLR4, for that, called the EPSB. So this is the 15-volt profile thing. So you get a USB power supply with 15-volt profile, and this can power your gear from this. Needs to be that. But even better is if you have a PPS, the programmable power supply, you can get 17 volts, and this will take option over this. So you're not draining these batteries. These are just there, waiting to be needed. So if you have the 17 volts coming from your PPS power supply, you're good to go. Power your whole rig with it.
And then that allows you to use a much less expensive USB-C power supply that you get from Amazon.
Yeah, actually, on Audioroot's website, he has a list of all the ones that he's tested that he recommends to use, which is great.
Okay.
Right on the page for this.
And then you can use it to charge your phone or your laptop if you want. Yep. As well as your sound bag.
And so here's the dedicated ones, which is the same idea you can get if you just want to use the power supply. And then, of course, you wouldn't stop there. The Duo, which we introduced last year with the modular input connections. So he built one, so you can have that right into your Duo as well.
So the integration between USB-C, and there are some great USB-C output things here, not here, but that they have as well.
In general, yeah. So Antoine is doing a great job with this, just so. And again, what I didn't mention with the Triad and Dyads, it's really for non-smart supply uses.
Right.
Right. So third-party things usually.
Got it. So if you're going into like an older BDS or...
Yeah, their old VMD box. The Hiroshi one into a battery bud. Things like that.
Makes
so
sense.
Multiple use.
All right.
Great.
All right, so moving over to Switzerland, we're on a world tour here. We've been
they've been busy over in Switzerland doing some really nice stuff. First thing I want to mention is the VT500X now is a Mark II. So if you remember, the X is IPX8, so not just 7, but 8, which means 24 hours, 1 meter underwater. Put it on a dolphin, maybe he'll come back.
Maybe.
So what's special about this is when the waterproofing before on the original version, the waterproofing was amazing, but the sensitivity of the microphone was compromised a bit. So now we have the same sensitivity and sound as the regular mics now, so it's really a good sounding microphone with the IPX8 waterproofing.
Got it.
Okay, so that was also thrown over into the necklace, which necklace microphones have been doing really nice.
Yep.
It's a nice design, easy clasp to come out, and so this is you can get it in the 500, 506, and now with the 500X. So for the reality people, the 500X one, jumping in and out of water, it's all good. And the regular 500 we found for church situations, for pastors, or just wrapping it on,
like
no frills, match the, where if you're wearing a black shirt, you don't even see it. It's going to wear. So that's a nice little spot where this mic has found its way. And lastly, last year when we were doing this, this mic was a prototype. Okay. And we might have mentioned it, but it actually wasn't a for sale product, which is the 406 WA. So the look of it is super tiny. So it's an ultra miniature. I'm going to have to really get close on this one for you guys. So ultra miniature. It's waterproof as well. But what separates this from the 403, which you guys know, is that this one, it sounds great. It's meant to be used like a VT 500. So it's not like a high SPL vocal type mic. So, and they introduced this new, the classic little wire tag to reduce the profile of the clip when used for talking heads.
Got it. Okay. And I should have asked, what are the, we've got the pricing for Audioroot. Do we have I know we've got the pricing for the 500X, but what about the 406?
The 406, this is going for like $5.5.
Okay.
Once you throw the Lemo, then obviously that increases the cost by $70 or something like that. But you know, it's tariffed.
Yep.
So
I hear you.
until that goes away, we'll deal with it. The last thing that I want to show you, which I think
Speaking
is really
of
neat,
Lemo connectors, yeah,
is this is something we don't have it available yet, but will be available shortly. Is they Mirko, who's the tech at VT, found this way to waterproof the 3-pin Lemo, which obviously is great for the new transmitter that Sound Devices came out with, their certified waterproof transmitter,
Mini Plus,
the new Electro. So we'll be offering this. Pricing, I have no idea yet, but we'll do it, and it'll have to be done there, so it'll be kind of not off the shelf, ready in big quantities, but we'll do it, and it works. Yeah, that's the key. So
great. Do these things slide down to go in between the Lemo and the transmitter, or what's the?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't actually used it yet.
Okay. Yeah.
But I know it works because the feedback, because all the testing they've done says this is it. So, and they did actually at IBC they had it.
They did some dunk tanks.
Yeah, and it worked.
That's cool.
That's great. Yeah.
Super cool.
So there you have it.
All right, there we go. Well,
Great seeing you guys.
So we've been from Denmark to Italy to America to France to Switzerland, and now we're going to Germany.
Yes,
right?
The United Nations of
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The United Federation of Reading Audio.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, Scotty, thank you so much.
All right.
We will talk to you soon.
Enjoy.
And you know where to bring that mic next, right?
I do.
All right, perfect. All right, best day two
here
ever.
Here comes Karen.
All right, great. Karen from Schoeps, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us by. How's day 2 treating you?
Very good.
Good.
I think it was a very good and busy day yesterday. And I'm very excited to be here again.
Good. Well, tell me what you're showing off today. I know Schoeps just announced this guy.
Yes, we announced the Desert Island boom set. So it's our second Desert Island set. The first one was the stereo Desert Island set, and now it is the boom set. Yeah. So I made this boom sticker here.
I'll hold it up so you can see it. Boom. Does it come with the sticker when you buy the set, or is it just for today?
Good question. The stickers I just made for the NAB. I think it fits the NAB very nicely. So this set is basically what a location sound person needs if he gets on a desert island. It includes the CMC1 amplifier, but in a special blue color, like in the Schoeps CMIT color, and has the KMIT, the shotgun capsule here to get screwed onto the amplifier, and then you have a KMIT shotgun microphone for outdoor location sound, and if you then bring the MK41 onto the amplifier, then you have the same setup for your indoor locations shootings. So this is how people told me they use it. It came it more for the outdoor, and the MK41 more for the indoor location sound applications. And the whole thing comes in the Pili case here, and also includes the SG20, and we have a special introduction rebate. It comes for $39.50, which is minus 8% compared to the regular prices of just the microphones.
And the blue, I mean, the KMIT always comes in blue and usually has a little gray on the bottom. But the blue on the other pieces is really unique. Like I've never seen the capsule in that unless you special order it.
This is because, you know, when we introduced the CMIT microphone 20 years ago,
it's been that long?
It has been 20 years.
Okay.
It was the first microphone where we could no longer use the Nextel coating, because usually Schoeps microphone needs to be very unobtrusive and not to be seen and cannot have any reflections on the surface. So we are using the Nextel coating. But when we introduced this microphone 20 years ago, it was the first microphone where we could use a different color, because usually it is hidden in a blimp, right? So nobody would see the color, and it would be unobtrusive still. So for this setup now, we decided to, I mean, the KMIT is in the Colette series. And Colette series usually has the Nextel color. But for the KMIT, we decided to keep it in this gray in the gray color. So if you already have an amplifier at home, we matched the K-Mid with the Nextel to have a nice and smooth surface transmission here. But to make sure, for this special set, we matched the color of the amplifier to your K-Mid capsule. So
and is this a special limited edition, or is it going to be something that Schoeps carries for?
The introduction price is going to be limited. I don't know for how long.
Sure.
But I think we will keep this in our repertoire.
Okay, great. So and there are ways to get these special capsules, but this is something that not everybody knows. You can order this in pretty much any color you like.
You can order any color, and we already had like pink shotgun microphones. I mean, you know the green one, the chroma green. Yeah. We sell it a lot because people like to have it be punched out from the chroma green background. But I also have lots of different colors on order. I have red ones, I have pink ones, black and gray, very neutral colors. But usually people like to stick with the blue, just because if you are a freelancer and you are on a set and you show your blue microphone, people know that you take care of your equipment and you know what you are needing for your business to be done.
If you have a Schoeps, you know what there is. I've seen pink, and you can also get them engraved, like if you want your logo or your name on it. Yes,
gray is the second normal color we sell. We also have not only location sound engineers that use it in a blimp, but we also have customers like churches or even operas that use this. And if you are in an opera, you don't want to have a blue microphone, right?
Oh no, what I meant is engraved. Like you can have your logo engraved.
Oh, the logo engraved, not engraved, but engraved.
Not
Sorry,
engraved,
my English.
No, it's okay.
Yes, we do custom logos on all of our products, and it is widely used by the broadcasters because also they have their inventory number maybe on it, and they also have their logo on it, so it does not get confused if you rent it out. This is what broadcasters or rental companies do, and also private people. If they treat themselves for a special event, they put their name on it or anything else.
So Mike wants to know, is the CMC available in blue by itself, not special order? So like, could he just ask for this in blue?
Yeah, you can order any color with us. Yeah, there's an extra fee on the color, which is not being applied here for the set. The set has a regular price without extra color, but if you want to order extra colors, I'm not quite sure how much it is. I think it's an extra 60 euro.
Oh, euro. Okay, got it. So that's $40,000. Okay. That's wonderful. And then you're having an auction.
I have a. Do you say raffle? I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a
raffle.
I have this T-shirt with me also for the boom set, stating all our different CMIT. The years where the CMITs or the location sound setups came to the market. If you come by, if you're still here at the convention, if you come by and scan this QR code and upload a picture of your work, your studio, your location, event, whatever you have, and upload the picture, then you can get a T-shirt.
Very
This is because we want to get to know our customers in a better way and know where the products are being used. Being in Germany and not so close to the customers, we always have to rely on getting a better contact.
Very cool. All right. Well, Karen, thank you so much. Thanks for having us come by.
Wonderful.
We are going to continue our world tour with John. Great. John, I'll meet you over there.
Thanks.
We'll see you soon. All right. And last but not least on our world tour, we've got the United Kingdom. John House, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. From Radius. Yeah. So the Alto, or the Mini-Alto, has been very popular.
Well, the Mini has gotten much longer.
It's gotten now. Is this the full-size Alto?
Yes. So what we've got here is the two newest Mini-Altos. So we've got the 410 size, which is this one right here. This will fit the MKH70 for anybody who's got the old 70s. It'll fit some of the audio techno mics like the BP28. And then we've got the longer one, which is the 480 size. So this will be for the MKH 8070 or like the Shure VP89L.
Is there a special mount in those two, or is it just like balanced in the middle?
It's balanced in the middle, and we've got these. We've made the upgrades as we've moved along to the kits. So you've got the super stiff hoops with this new crossbar here that helps balance out some of it.
Uh-huh.
But knowing that this whole piece is going to have to be balanced in the middle, we've got this foam in the end, and it's got a concave part. So as you line up the end of that mic, hits in there, so you've got no chance of the long mics swaying or hitting inside of a basket. And it all turns the whole piece into one solid piece. And then when you boom with, say, an 8070, it's so much lighter. The weight on the end of the pole is going to be so much lighter with one of these. And you get the added wind protection when you need it, when the foam just won't work for you.
Very cool. All right. And so, all right, so those are the new Mini-Altos. And what's the length on these?
The 480 from end to end here is going to be 480 millimeters plus the little extra for the domes. The 410, same thing. All the measurements on the Mini-Alto are from this outer ring to the other outer ring. So 410 will be 410 millimeters on that side.
And does that tell you exactly like how long a mic you can use?
It tells you the maximum length of the mic you can use. What I always do with the long mics is I'll literally put it on the mount,
line it up,
and get the end of the mic to fit into that little foam part right there. So that's how I line it up. Depending on the mic, you might cover up a slot or two, just depending on which mic you're using. But once you get that center balance, the whole thing connects and kind of all moves as one piece.
Got it. And can I see what the inside of this one looks like? Because I'm really curious how an 8070 is balanced.
What's that?
I would just want to see the inside of this one.
Oh, it's the exact same.
Okay.
Except the longer.
Got it. But then the XLR might come in through the back?
Exactly.
I see.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, because we do have new cables being made for these. So we have a 400 millimeter long cable just for that extra extension. So to loop it back, you do need longer lengths. So in these kits, you need a 400 millimeter long cable.
Yep.
The good thing about that 400 millimeter long cable is if you're using it with a handle, the same length of 400 millimeter cable will route down to that handle. So it serves two purposes. The 400 millimeter length will do for the boom style for the long shotguns, or it'll fit nicely into that handle.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so and this came out, I don't know if this was last year, but you've got the MS Clips now that can go in the Mini-Alto. People have asked about DMS, if there's ever a plan to do that.
Yes, I think we'll get to the DMS. We need to produce larger hoops. Right now you can fit a DMS in this with a 3D printed DMS setup. It's not necessarily exactly perfect, but you can squeeze one in there. You'll have to be really careful with the cable management, but we do have these new cables, these splitter cables that we're offering that are really nice and low profile.
Yeah, here we go. So here's the splitter cables. So you can see you've got the two XLRs going into, coming out of the channel. So it fits in that channel really nice, and just coming down to an XLR5 right here.
There's one more upgrade that we've added to the new kits, and I'll show that off with this new mount that we've got coming out too.
And that's
so
if you look at
if you look at the size of those, this is going to be the new low profile mount. So they start at the same base, but you can just see how much lower profile this one is versus the standard RAD mount.
Yeah. So it really shrinks it here versus this is this, and then the mount itself is maybe a half
an inch. This one, the cable management, you wrap the cable here, but since these are all interchangeable, you can pop that off and put it on the standard.
And use the XLR holder.
Exactly. And if you notice, what I have inside here is this washer bit. So on our normal RAD mounts, you have the teeth that lock it in place. So everybody who needs some micro adjustments is asked, can I just do something to micro adjustments? So we've now started adding this washer, which allows you the smooth adjustment.
Okay.
And so for that low profile mount, if you want to get in a tight shot and you need that smooth adjustment, that'll do it. Now along with this, we had to invent these smaller hoops, which takes us to the next prototype project. So this project, if I take away the hoops, was originally intended for boundary mics. Just magnets on there, put the foam on top. Now you've got perfect solution for a boundary mic. But if you see all these different holes, we're looking to the future of, can we put a small LOM mic in there? Can you put a small 8050 in there with the side exit MZL? Can you take one of the small Schoeps and put it in there?
Right.
Perfectly fine. So now you have a great windshield kit. You have a 1/4-inch thread on there, so you could possibly do 2 really wide stereos. We've got straps in there, thinking some of the field recorders might want to strap it to a tree and do 2 or 3 of them around a tree. There's screw holes in there, so you can screw it on a wall. So we've got different ways that we're going to be able to use that to mount all sorts of different small mics, and then
just
lock it in
right
with
on the top.
So
very cool.
This is the evolution. This one's underway. This one will probably be out later this year. This is still in the final prototyping, so potentially out later this year. And then the next big project is going to be the larger Alto, which
the even larger, the bigger Alto,
the bigger diameter Alto, with the goal of being able to pop that off and just popping the next one on if you need that extra wind protection.
I see. So it'll be an upgrade in wind protection.
Exactly.
I see.
Without having to buy the whole new kit, you can just buy the add-on or buy it as a whole kit if you start with the larger diameter kit. Because that's I think the last evolution of this will complete everybody's needs that we've heard back from, is just when they need to squeak out that extra wind protection, just a slightly bigger kit with the exact same form factor and design.
Got it. Okay. TK wants to know, are you still working on a quick release?
Yes.
And what's the deal with that?
Well, I can't give you all the details on that.
Okay.
But we are right in the middle of making a couple decisions on quick release. So we'll probably be asking some of our community in the private groups for their feedback on a couple of design tweaks, and then I think that project will get underway.
Okay, super. Awesome. Well, look, thank you so much for taking the time and having us over. And thank you all for watching. Again, the beginning of day 2. Thank you for all your comments. Keep leaving them in the chat down below. Email us at info@gothamsound.com, and we will be back in a little bit with our next vendor. I believe it's Sennheiser. So see you soon.